What is the Ankh? The Ankh is a symbol of life according to the beliefs of the Kemites of ancient Africa. Known as the Key of Life or the Cross of Life, it dates to the early dynastic period, 3150 to 2613 BCE. It is one of the most recognizable yet misunderstood symbols in all the world. The Ankh is described by some as the Egyptian cross, despite the fact that it predates both Egypt and the cross itself by several thousand years. This symbol is a hieroglyph for life or breath of life, and as the Kemites believed that one's earthly journey was only part of an eternal life, the Ankh symbolizes both mortal existence and the afterlife. It is one of the most ancient symbols of the Kemites, often seen with the Decoded and Wasp symbols, carried by a multitude of Kemetic gods in tomb paintings and inscriptions, and worn by the Kemites themselves as amulets or charms and bracelets. The Ankh is perhaps the most enduring symbol of the Kemetic philosophy. The true meaning of this ancient symbol will spark vigorous debate even to this day. I will do my best to define my understanding. The Ankh is a symbol of eternal life. It represents both female energy with its crown and male energy with its shaft. It is in the combination of these two elements that we find eternal life. Still others will reference its visual similarity to the reproductive organs of a woman for its connection to life and to rebirth, the crown representing the womb, the two stems being the fallopian tubes, and the shaft representing the birth canal. The Ankh came into popular usage in Kemet and Nubia during the early dynastic period, coinciding with the rise of the cults of Asar and Aset. Aset is a mother goddess associated with fertility, but she is also the beloved wife who resurrected Asar after his murder at the hands of Chaos in the form of his brother Set. Aset became the most popular goddess in Kemet and Nubia, and all other gods were seen as mere aspects of this most powerful and all-encompassing deity. The cult of Aset promised eternal life through personal resurrection. In the same way that Aset had rescued her husband Asar from death, so she could rescue those who placed their faith in her. The association of the Ankh with such a powerful goddess embedded it with greater meaning, and now that it was linked specifically with the great goddess who could save and provide for one in the afterlife to come. During the New Kingdom period, 1570 to 1069 BCE, when the cult of the god Ammon was increased in power and stature, the Ankh became associated with him. The Ankh was used in temple ceremonies regularly at this time and became associated with the cult of Ammon and the royal family themselves. During the Amarna period, 1353 to 1336 BCE, when Akhenaten raised the god Aten to the role of the sole god of Egypt, the Ankh continued its popular use under him. The symbol was still seen in paintings and inscriptions at the end of beams of light emanating from the solar disk of Aten, bringing life to those who believed in him. After his death, Akhenaten's son took the throne and reinstated the old religion, replacing the Ankh with the same meaning it had always held before. The Ankh also symbolized water in rituals of purification. We see in artwork the king standing between the two gods, one of whom was usually Thoth, as they poured over him a stream of libations represented by the Ankhs. The ancient gods of Kemet, Cush, and Nubia are often depicted as carrying Ankh symbols. We find Ptah, Satet, Sobek, Tefnut, Asar, Ra, Isis, Hathor, Anubis, and many other gods often holding the Ankh symbol, along with the scepter. The mortal genius Imhotep, who became deified as the god of medicine, also became associated with the Ankh and its healing aspects. The loop itself is the perfect symbol of what has neither beginning nor end, and stands for the soul, which is eternal because it springs from the spiritual essence of the gods. The possessor of this geometric key to the hidden mysteries of creation will be able to open the gates of the realms beyond and penetrate the hidden meaning of eternal life. Gods are depicted holding the Ankh to show that they themselves command the powers of life and death, and that they are truly immortal. The dead also carry the Ankh at times when their souls are being weighed, or when they board the boat of the sun god, as at these times they are seeking the same immortality that the gods have shown them. Furthermore, the Ankh symbolize a spring from which flow divine virtues and the elixir of immortality. Therefore, to hold the Ankh was to drink from that well. It was sometimes held upside down, especially during funeral rites, and in these cases representing the key to entering the realm of eternity. Sometimes the Ankh is placed on the forehead between the eyes, and in these cases symbolizes the duty of the enlightened to keep secret the sacred knowledge to which he or she has been initiated. If one is blessed by the supreme vision, endowed with the clairvoyance to pierce the veil of fog to see the great beyond, he must guard this knowledge from the undisciplined. That the Ankh remains a highly visible symbol today is a testament to its enduring power and its connection to mankind.